Welcome to the commencement exercises of the Philadelphia Department of Prisons Training Academy. My name is Natalie Payne. I am the training administrator, and I am pleased to be serving as your Master of Ceremonies. I would like to thank all of the PDP staff that are present, as well as the family members and friends that are here in person. We also welcome those of you watching the live stream as we honor Correctional Officer Class 2306. At this time, I will introduce the Philadelphia Department of Prisons Honor Guard, an elite ceremonial unit comprised of correctional staff who maintain exceptionally high standards of conduct, representing our department in governmental and civic ceremonies. Will everyone please stand as the Honor Guard presents the colors?
Honor Guard, attention, carry colors, forward, march. Detail, halt, turn step, march, post, colors.
Please remain standing as I proudly introduce to you our Correctional Officer Graduating Class 2306 for their commencement procession.
Class 2306, attention!
COPA!
The mission statement, begin!
The mission of the Philadelphia Department of Prisons is to provide a secure correctional environment that adequately contains persons accused or convicted of illegal acts, to provide programs, services, and supervision in a safe, lawful, clean, humane environment, and to prepare incarcerated persons for re-entry to society in a frame of mind that will facilitate their becoming law-abiding citizens.
Please remain standing for our national anthem.
Present, march.
We
left, face, forward, march. Detail.
You may be seated.
Take seats.
I will now introduce some of the Philadelphia Department of Prisons executive staff on the stage. To my left, Commissioner of the Philadelphia Department of Prisons, Blanche Carney. Deputy Commissioner for Administration and Operations, Xavier Buford. Deputy Commissioner for Restorative and Transitional Services, Terrell Bagby. Chief of Staff, Gregory Verato. And to my right, Warden, Riverside Correctional Facility, Pierre Lacombe. Warden, Karen Fromhold Correctional Facility, Stephen Angelucci. Warden, Philadelphia Industrial Correctional Center, Erika Patterson. President of DC 33, Local 159, David Robinson. Training Academy Commanding Officer, Captain Jaylene Brister. We are delighted to have you all here with us today. I would like to reintroduce Warden Angelucci, who will deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, everybody. We could do better than that. This is a celebration. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. There you go. I would like to welcome Commissioner Carney, Deputy Commissioners Buford and Bagby to our celebration, Chief of Staff Greg Verato, my partners Warden Lacombe and Warden Patterson, and President DC Local 159, Mr. Robinson. I'm glad you're all here. I also want to welcome the families of the graduating class of 2306 and all the families of the promotees, and thank you for taking time out of your day to celebrate this accomplishment with everybody. I want to welcome the new promotees, and I'm extremely happy for all of you to be here. I also want to welcome the class of 2306 into the Philadelphia Department of Prisons family. We are a family here. We've been a family and will continue to be a family, and you are coming into one of the biggest families you will ever experience. I want to tell you that I know you all thought you were getting a good job when you signed up for this. Corrections is not a job. Corrections is a way of life. It's a commitment. Everyone on this stage has made a commitment. Everyone sitting over there, those seats, have also made a commitment. And in a few minutes, class 2306, you will be making a commitment too. Corrections is the only occupation that you come in on the very first day and you are a first-line supervisor. You will be supervising the incarcerated persons on your housing areas, and you will make sure that they are fed, medicated, and you are responsible for their well-being and their safety. That's a big responsibility, to have people's lives in your hands on the very first day that you start a career. Starting today, your lives are going to change. Everywhere you go, over grandma's house for dinner on Sunday, out to the bar for a couple drinks, over a friend's house, within the first 15 minutes, when somebody finds out what you do for a living, they're going to corner you and they're going to ask you all kinds of questions. What's prison like? What goes on inside? How can you do it? Aren't you scared? They want to know about what we do, but they can't do what we do. because we are special people. We are chosen people for this occupation. Not everybody can do what we do and what you're going to begin to do. So remember that. You're a special person, and the Department of Prisons is very special. Class 2306, I'm going to give you the secrets to success in corrections. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. You're not perfect. You've never done this before. So learn from your supervisors. Learn from the people around you. Don't be influenced by negative people. Stick to the positive people. Do what is asked of you from your supervisors. Even if you don't think that it's right, your supervisors have been there for a long time. They know. Take direction. Come to work. Please. That's the most important thing. Come to work. We need you there. Be proud of what you do, and be proud of who you are, and be proud of the uniform that you're allowed to wear today. All of us up here have sweated and bled for this uniform, and we are very proud to wear this uniform, and I hope you feel the same way. When I was young, I wanted to be a policeman or a fireman or a first responder, people like that, but I became a corrections officer. Now I'm all of that and so much more, and so will you be. Congratulations, Class 2306, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Warden Angelucci, for delivering a fabulous welcome address. I will now call to the podium Commissioner Carney to deliver the Commissioner's address and oath of office. Commissioner Carney.
Good morning. Let's give Warden Angelucci another round of applause. Well done. And thank you again to my executive team seated to my left and my right. Thank you, family and friends that are joining us for this joyful occasion as we acknowledge the promotees of the Philadelphia Department of Prisons and soon to welcome in the cadets as to being a correctional officer. I am pleased to serve as the Commissioner of the Philadelphia Department of Prison with some of the finest correctional staff that have worked tirelessly to continue to provide safety, security, and services to incarcerated people. This department is made up of the sum of all individuals that are correctional professionals. Corrections is not easy, but is honorable. Seated to my left and my right, you will see individuals with over 1,000 years experience, bringing their very best to the facilities every day. I'm so pleased for the promotees that accepted promotion, because when you become a supervisor and you take rank, you take greater responsibility. And as Warden Angelucci stated, we have people's lives in our hands. So those responsibilities aren't taken lightly, and they are compounded. And it is necessary that we have strong leadership. To the cadets, I'm pleased you accepted this opportunity. And we discussed, we welcome you into the PDP family. And it's going to be what you make it. You are all unique individuals, but now you will become the sum of all the parts that make the Philadelphia Department of Prisons what it is. You will join the ranks of the countless correctional officers, sergeants, lieutenants, captains, deputy wardens, the wardens, deputy commissioners, and my other executive staff, inclusive of the chief of staff, to ensure that we continue to operate these correctional facilities here for the Philadelphia Department of Prisons, not to be taken lightly. As we all ventured in on our first day to start our career, we all have family and friends. We will have some good days. More will outweigh our bad days. So you're coming along this journey to support now the joining of this family, the support they will need to continue to press forward. This can be a rewarding career. but it's what we put into it that makes the difference. You will hear it when you start to talk with people. How many years do you have in? This is starting your career. Some will have 5, some will have 10, some will have 20, some will have 30, and some will have 35 plus years. It takes tenacity to get to those numbers. And we hope that you stay and serve valiantly to then reach those numbers. So with that being said, I'm going to start right into our honoring of our promotees. This is a great occasion. You see how the teamwork works? Didn't even have to reach out. She training director right here. Thank you, Ms. Payne. Will the sergeants promoting to lieutenant rise and raise your right hand and remain standing in your seat for the oath of office? One at a time, starting with my immediate left, your right. I state your name.
I, Wanda Bloodstone.
I, Shibu John.
I, Cassandra Linder.
I, Saju Matthew.
I, Mark McKenzie.
Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Philadelphia Home Rule Charter, and that I will discharge the duties of the office of lieutenant with fidelity. Congratulations. Will the officers promoting to sergeant rise, raise your right hand, and remain standing in your seat for the oath of office? Same. I state your name.
I, Sophia Urban.
I, Deborah Lamport.
I, Khalid Jackson.
I, Jessica Gerard.
I, Tiana Crump.
I, Crystal Dawson.
I, Anthony.
Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Philadelphia Home Rule Charter, and that I will discharge the duties of the office of sergeant with fidelity. Congratulations. Will class 2306 rise? Raise your right hand and remain standing for the oath of office.
I, Quinn Morris.
I, Rebecca Faber.
I, Shalane Trudan. I, Raquel Rodriguez.
I, Jerry Destin.
I, Terry Baker. I, Jada Barrow. I, Tammy Carter. I, Victoria Parker.
I, A. De Leon.
I, Bernice Edwards.
I, Candace Gaffney. I, Nigeria Warner.
I, Jonathan James.
I, Juanita Marshall.
Kyrie Lee. I, Ivan Morrison.
I, Kimberly Garcia.
I, Louis Pizarro.
I, Sonia Oleda.
I, Hakeem Pennington.
I, Henry Satterthwaite.
I, George Storm.
I, Bevan Warriors.
I, Diego Jacob.
Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Philadelphia Home Rule Charter, and that I will discharge the duties of the office of Correctional Officer with fidelity. Congratulations.
You may be seated, class 2306.
Take seats.
Let's give another round of applause to our newly promoted sergeants, lieutenants, and our correctional officer, class 2306. I also want to say thank you, Commissioner Carney, as always, for your supportive and inspiring words. We will now actually present certificates first to the promotees. I'm going to call Captain Brister to the stage to call out the names of the promotees, and Commissioner Carney will come to distribute the certificates.
The first promotee is Lieutenant Wanda Bloodsall. Lieutenant Charmaine Collins. Lieutenant Aisha Cook. Lieutenant Maria Diaz. Lieutenant Sabu John. Lieutenant Cassandra Linder. Lieutenant Saju Matthew. Lieutenant Martin McKenzie. Sergeant Matthew Bean. Sergeant Sophia Urban. Sergeant Deborah Lattimore. Sergeant Khalif Jackson. Sergeant Jessica Gerard. Sergeant Tiana Crump.
Sergeant Michael Carbone. And Sergeant Crystal Bellinger. Let's give a round of applause again to our sergeants and our lieutenants. I now ask Commissioner Carney to remain standing at the podium where she will present certificates of completion to Correctional Class 2306, and I invite Sergeant Skaziak to the podium who will read the names.
Good morning, everyone. And now, let's introduce you to Class 2306 COPA, Correctional Officers with Purpose and Ambition. Beginning with our class president, Correctional Officer Quinn Morris. Vice President, Correctional Officer Rebecca Faber. Secretary, Correctional Officer Shalonda Judan. Treasurer, Correctional Officer Rakira Giles. Sergeant of Arms, Correctional Officer Jerry Destin. Correctional Officer Terry Baker. Correctional Officer Jada Barrow. Correctional Officer Tammy Carter. Correctional Officer Victoria Carter. Correctional Officer Nay De Leon. Correctional Officer Vernice Edwards. Correctional Officer Candace Gothney. Correctional Officer Nigeria Horner. Correctional Officer Jonathan James. Correctional Officer Helena Marshall. Correctional Officer Kyrie Mink. Correctional Officer Ivan Morrison. Correctional Officer Kimberly Narcisse. Correctional Officer Louis Nazario. Correctional Officer Sonia Almeida. Correctional Officer Hakeem Pennington. Correctional Officer Horace Satterwhite. Correctional Officer George Storm. Correctional Officer Vibin Varghese. Correctional Officer Zakiya Yule Jacob. Let's give them all a big round of applause. We will now take a moment to commend several of the cadets from Class 2306 for outstanding achievement. Academic Standings Awards. During a cadet's 424 hours of training, they received 11 written tests in various areas such as use of force, CPR, first aid, report writing, along with a 100-question final examination, just to name a few. These awards are given to the cadets with the highest grade point average at the end of their training. Beginning with second honors with a final grade point average of 95.1 is awarded to Correctional Officer Candace Goffney. And now with first honors, with a final grade point average of 96.3, is awarded to Correctional Officer Quinn Morris. And lastly, we have the Top Gun Award. This award is given to the cadet who has the highest qualification score with the Glock 17 semi-automatic weapon. The scores can range from the minimal standard of 210 to the maximum perfect score of 300. The Top Gun Award with an outstanding score of 298 is awarded to Correctional Officer Vibin Varagis. Let's please give all our promotees and 2306 COPA a big round of applause.
Congratulations, and congratulations to all of the award recipients. I would now like to introduce the president of Class 2306, Correctional Officer Morris, to share a few words with us today. I invite, you can applaud. You can applaud. I invite Class 2306 officers, Faber, Judon, and Destin are invited to stand on the stage as well.
Good morning, family, friends, and honored guests. As 2306's class president, I am truly elated and privileged to be able to add a verse on behalf of the graduating class to today's commencement ceremony. With that being said, it's incumbent upon me to pay homage to the Philadelphia Department of Prisons Training Academy. The Training Academy staff opened their doors to civilians of varying ages, backgrounds, and ideologies. We crossed the threshold and became cadets that through 10.5 weeks of highly systematic, strategic, and rigorous instruction and training, coupled with practical application, were transformed into officers. Officers encompassing all facets of the appointment, exhibiting consistency of action and principled behavior, lending to the highest levels of ethical and moral standards, possessing the highest levels of forbearance and stamina, all marks of an officer but just a few of the characteristics exhibited consistently by the PDP's Training Academy staff. They heard the call and responded forthwith, transforming minds and bodies, no small feat. But it speaks to their tireless dedication. We marvel at a home's elegance, giving little thought to its foundation. Allow me to speak to what makes some of the most magnificent and astonishing structures what they are. It's my honor and duty to give flowers to our brick and mortar, our hammer and nails, our support beams, and our load-bearing walls upon which we stand firm, immovable, and uncompromising. We are Michelangelo's paint stroke. We are Mozart's Symphony 40. And just as with any Charlotte Bronte literary classic, we have become timeless masterpieces because of our training, which has endowed us with structure, discipline, professional deportment, discernment, courage, and most of all, integrity. These are the principles that will never age because they also are timeless and consistently true. We stand before you, our instructors, bright-eyed, full of purpose, and an unsurmountable amount of ambition, hence our moniker, COPA. So in closing, graduating class 2306 will always be eternally grateful to the Philadelphia Department of Prisons Training Academy staff for seeing more in us than we could have imagined and turning that imagination into reality. For on this day, we have become what they have always been, officers of the Philadelphia Department of Prisons. Thank you. And now, we would like to present the class plaque to the Training Academy.
Thank you, Class 2306, correctional officers with purpose and ambition. Thank you so much. I now invite Captain Brister to issue the Training Academy final command.
Good morning to everybody in attendance, all administrative, executive staff, the promotees, the families and friends, Cadet Class 2306. As your commanding officer, I want to give you some words of encouragement today. Everything that I'm going to talk to you about this morning very quickly, we've already discussed, but just to reiterate some things before you head into RCF and PIC tomorrow. One of the things that's really important is that you understand your role as a correctional officer. You're now responsible for the safety and well-being of everybody that walks through that door. It's just not about you and your partner. It's also about the IPs, security, all security staff, medical staff, social service, volunteer, contractors, everybody that walks through your door, this door, our door, we are responsible for, okay? So understand your role. That helps and ensure that we are keeping our community safe as well. Another thing is we have to always have integrity. Through your 10.5 weeks, we drilled this into your head. I'm hoping that you have it by now. Have integrity. That means doing what you're supposed to do despite who's around. Doing what you're supposed to do because you know it is the PDP standards, not our individual standards. Okay, so please remember that. Having integrity means not looking for ways to circumvent the process. Follow the rules and regulations. Look for opportunities to grow professionally. That's the only way you're going to enjoy this career. You see all these outside units, different places, either To your right, you have all the promotees on the stage. You have individuals that have moved up in rank. Look for opportunities to move through this organization so that you can enjoy this career. Lastly, never forget what you've learned during the 10.5 weeks of training. The Training Academy provides the fundamentals, the foundation that you need. But your learning doesn't stop at the academy. Okay, and so with that being said, I want you to look to your right, to my left. Everybody, 2306, look to your right. Look to my left. No, to your right. My left, right? And so we have here all the lieutenants, the sergeants. They just made promotions, right? This is your goal. But I want to say to the lieutenants and the newly promoted sergeants is that it's very important that you understand what I just said to them. We are the foundation. The Training Academy provides the fundamentals that they need, but their training does not stop. We need you all to continue their training. Understand what leadership is, setting a good role model for them. They're going to come in asking questions. If you can be fair, firm, consistent, but show empathy toward them is very important so that we'll have a good group of correctional officers, at least within the next year. Okay? So could we please do that? All right? All right, 2306, listen, rely on these years of experience right here. These are years of experience. Don't question. Do as they say, and you will be successful. And remember, you're never alone in this journey. Today, you have become a part of a special team of individuals who will have your back. I told you before, we'll have your back 100% if you allow us to. And with that being said, congratulations, and I welcome you to the Philadelphia Department of Prisons as new correctional professionals.
Thank you, Captain Brister. Before we close the program, please allow me to acknowledge some of the Philadelphia Department of Prisons staff. Teamwork is essential at the Philadelphia Department of Prisons, and nothing less is received at the Academy. I'd like to ask the Training Academy staff to quickly come to the front of the stage to receive a round of applause. All Training Academy staff, please come to the stage, to the front of the stage for a round of applause. Thank you so much, Training Academy. Captain Brister, Sergeant Skaziak Rivera and Zachariah, Officers Abraham, Cologne, Farrell, Gay, Hart, Jackson, Tenwa, Ms. Sweet, and Ms. McLean. Thank you for your dedication to the Philadelphia Department of Prisons. You may be seated. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. It takes a team of 14 PDP units to bring the cadet training to fruition. We thank and honor all of the units that provide continuous involvement during the cadet training. Finally, several PDP staff bring this special day and graduation ceremony together. A special thanks to Officer Clayton, Mr. Gillum, Sergeant Phillips, Mr. Mitchell, Captain Smith in the Honor Guard, Ms. DeSalis, and Lieutenant Spellman. Please give them a round of applause. It's always a pleasure to acknowledge all of you and to say that you're truly an amazing staff. Thank you for a job well done. And now I invite DC Buford to the stage for our benediction.
Congratulations, promotees. Congratulations, correction officers. We don't do anything without acknowledging the man above for the protection that we have going on and that we need here while we do the task that we do. Let us bow our heads. Father, we come giving you thanks for this day. We want to thank you for the new class that's here and the hedge of protection that you give us each and every day so that we can do our job safely. We also thank you for this ceremony and the family to watch over the new officers and the promotees when they go through hard days. So with that being said, Father, bless everyone that came in here today, that they may make a safe journey home. And Father, we always give you thanks. In your Son, Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Thank you, DC Buford. Thank you to all the family members and friends gathered with us today and watching virtually. Congratulations and good luck to our new promotees and to our new correctional officers. Remember that the Training Academy is here for you. Will everyone please rise while the Philadelphia Department of Prisons Honor Guard retrieve the colors.
Commissioner, permission to retrieve the colors.
Permission granted.
Honor Guard detail, attention. Forward, march. Detail, halt, right, face, retrieve, colors, turn step, march, forward, march, detail, halt, fall out.
I ask everyone to remain standing for our final order of business. Class 2306, you are dismissed. Guests are asked to remain standing for the Class 2306 recessional.